The last time Louisville beat Alabama was the Fiesta Bowl in 1991, and tonight probably a taller task. He said his arms flailing was a problem. Not here. Seals that defender. So when he catches the ball, he's already won the position battle.
A good look at a layup, an even better look at a follow-up, and I asked Jasmine Jones about both of those looks, and she said, I thought they were both going in.
This Cardinals squad has got to watch the penalties. They have got to play disciplined in that regard as well. You cannot give Georgia Tech any extra yards. They have Malik Cunningham, where they're going to put back. They're doing prep this week for scout team, and having to go against Malik, who's also very quick and very elusive, is going to be a big advantage. Branding their sneakers with Jackson's journey to remember Jackson Kettler, the son of strength coach Andy Kettler.
WHS 11's Whitney Harding discovers how faith was overcoming tough odds from the very beginning.
Archery is all about rhythm.
I take my bow and I take a deep breath in and out.
Staying calm, cool, collected.
And then I picture myself shooting a perfect bullseye just in order to get everything going in a good routine.
It's the same steps, the same way, every time. And Faith Oakley has that same strategy.
With archery, you focus on one thing and one thing only.
It's just she has to do things differently than everyone else.
And then I put the mouth tab on my back teeth, on my molars, and then I hold it there for about 2 seconds, and then I take another breath, and then I pull back, and I hold it at my aim point for about 3 seconds, and then I let go.
Shooting the bow the way I do and watching her do it, it was just like biting down with her teeth, and I was just astounded. It was just amazing.
A lot of people are like, wow, she shoots with one arm. It's like, no, I just shoot archery. You know, I don't look at it anyway. It's not any harder, it's not any easier. It's just, at the end of the day, if you put the work into it, you're going to be a good shot.
And that's an attitude that has been instilled in Faith from the time she was born, when she lost the use of her right arm.
When I was born, I ended up getting injured, and it ended up paralyzing this arm. It was a brachial plexus injury, so the nerves on my spinal cord connected to my brachial plexus in my arm completely separated.
It was terrible because it was caused at birth. She wasn't that way inside me. It was caused at birth, and it was an accident.
Faith has had multiple nerve transplant surgeries to gain some feeling in her arm, but there was nothing more that could be done.
We had hoped that the nerves were just stretched and that they would heal themselves, but it was a complete revulsion.
The challenge itself isn't being different, it's having other people perceive me as being different. I don't believe that I have it any harder than anyone else because I've dealt with it all my life.
Never expected archery either. Matter of fact, I tried to kind of deter her away from that because I felt like it was probably something that she couldn't do. Boy, was I wrong.
I don't like it when people tell me I can't do something. So whenever someone's like, oh, I don't know if you can do that, you don't have enough hands or whatever, I'm like, try me, because I will find a way.
Now Faith is using archery to find her way to higher education and maybe beyond.
All the colleges in Kentucky who offer scholarships have made contact. It's pretty cool, she can pay for her education, shooting bow and arrow.
I'm looking forward to shooting archery in college and hopefully going to the Paralympics or even the Olympics one day. At the end of the day, it's just me and the target. As long as I'm hitting that bullseye, I'm okay.
There is a college in Yankton, South Dakota called Mount Marty College. And what is so neat about them is they have this massive archery complex. The National Archery Group, actually, that's where they go before Olympics and Paralympics. They have talked to her. She has gone to visit the school. And the U.S. Paralympic team coach is actually a coach there. Wow. But she made it clear she is not a para-archer. She wants to compete in the Olympics. Now, Dwayne Sutton also praised Enoch's work and said it's all about his positioning when he catches the ball. Take a look here against Kentucky just 2 weeks ago. See how far out from the paint Enoch is. He's actually closer to the three-point line than the lane. So now he has to expend more energy to get closer to the basket, which he needs to do. And also, it sets up a possibility for the defender to draw a charge, and he settles for a shot almost at the free throw line, kind of falling away. Now let's go to this weekend. Here is Enoch first. See, he's already in the paint, good start where he wants to be. Second, see how close he is. His foot is in the charge circle, so when Ryan McMahon draws the defense, the help will have to come to Enoch, and it comes inside the circle, taking away a charge possibility. Here we go. McMahon draws the defense, help comes. Enoch just shoots right over it because he's so close to the basket. Great positioning. Now, this next one is my favorite because he works so hard to get this spot. Enoch in the paint again. Look how he's even closer than the last time. He's using his body to take up as much space as possible. He said his arms flailing was a problem. Not here. Seals that defender. So when he catches the ball, he's already won the position battle. He just needs to go up for it. Now, yes, it was called a goaltend. Couple questionable goaltend calls in this game, but it's the position that is so important, and he's going to get better at finishing those close range shots. That time of possession, to me, that was the big statistic because time of possession goes with number of plays, and Louisville just did not have as many as Clemson, which really just, it sounds simple. It is. Makes it harder to score more points. Let's go to the highlights and see exactly what happened here. It was a great atmosphere at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium. The blackout was on. First time U of L has hosted a top 5 opponent in primetime. Cards couldn't get points on their first drive. Tigers, though, got going quickly. Kelly Bryant to complete to Hunter Renfro. 40 yards. That puts Clemson in the red zone. They would get in a 4th-and-1 situation, convert it. Very next play, Bryant on the keeper runs it in. 7-0 Clemson. But Louisville responds and, well, big surprise. It's the Heisman Trophy winner, Jackson. Fakes the handoff, keeps it, goes 30 yards for a big first down. Cards in business at this point. 4th quarter, Jackson escapes a tackle, airs it deep to Jalen Smith, alone in the end zone, a 36-yard score. Louisville with some life, but Clemson just knows how to respond, and they killed momentum all night. Not even 2 minutes later, Adam Choice goes 39 yards for another Tigers touchdown. Now, this turned into a blowout. Tigers making that huge statement, winning it 47-21. That time of possession, like I mentioned, was absolutely huge. But a big stat for me as well, 3rd down. U of L just extremely not as good as Clemson in converting those 3rd downs. Clemson was better than 50% on the night. Kelly Bryant alone, 6 for 9, 99 yards, ran for a touchdown on 3rd downs. Well, 5 years ago this week, an EF4 tornado devastated the southern Indiana town of Henryville. A year later, while the town itself was still trying to rebuild, so was the basketball team, as they did not win a single game. Now, 5 years later, the team is making history and bringing a community back together. A basketball hitting the court in a high school gym is like a heartbeat. There's rhythm, consistency, a soulfulness. But on the afternoon of March 2nd, 2012, in the Henryville High School gym, there was no heartbeat. Only silence after an EF4 tornado shook the town.
It was kind of surreal seeing the destruction and then seeing the National Guard walking through your town. It was like to me, I felt it was like a war scene, seeing the troops and all the destruction. And it was kind of scary, the magnitude.
Jared Hill grew up in Henryville just like his parents, his grandparents, and generations all the way back to the 1800s. Coming back to his hometown as a teacher and coach was something he always wanted to do, but he had no idea how crucial his influence would be. The year after the tornado hit, the Hornets basketball season really resembled the town's struggle. The team went 0-20.
It was really hard, not winning any games. I was the junior varsity coach still, and it was pretty hard to stomach. The team basically was destroyed for 2 years.
It was tough on us. It was tough on the team as a community, and it was really just heartbreaking. But to see where we are now, it's that much more sweeter.
Fast forward 5 years and the town has really come a long way. The school is standing, the gym has all its walls, and now on Friday nights the stands are full. This season the Henryville Hornets have won 19 games, the most regular season wins in school history, and they've brought the heartbeat back to this town.
We have pride in what we've done in the community, so now we've taken pride on what we do on the basketball floor, and it's kind of just translated into winning basketball games.
And I think it all comes back to how hard do they work, and are you willing to sacrifice for your teammate? And I think that was the part that they learned from the tornado, the sacrifice for your teammate, and I think they bleed for that.
People, they're happy. They're really happy with our boys, and just the support, because we did have a time period it wasn't there, and it's great to have it back.